Hi everyone, Mary at Espresso Press Design. Thank you for joining me today on this March 4th, 2025. Hope you're all having a great day. Thank yous to everyone who has purchased things, commented, and all that good stuff. Yvette, Mary Kay, Kathleen, Bobby Joe, Judy, Night Owl, Kate, Tona, Lori, Marcella, and Janet. And thank you, Sherry, for the get well wishes. My knee and my thigh are back to normal. Thank God, and thank you so much for your tea tip again. I'll keep that in mind if it ever happens again, and hopefully it never does. But thank you so much. And I'm still getting over my cold. Yesterday, oh my, I was fearing I might have strep throat, but this morning it feels much better. I don't know why. I was getting better, and then all of a sudden yesterday I started sneezing again. My throat started hurting again, and I'm like, oh no, what's going on? But aside from my voice, I'm hopefully on the mend. So new paper is Shades of Winter. It was a toss-up between that and oh my, Winter Journal. And I just, I had to do both. I know it's a little late, but I love these. I just love the pattern of these leaves, and I had to do both. So there's that. So today, wait until I show you what I found. Oh my, this was so much fun. We are going to do, we did our stamps last time, but today we're going to do prints. And look at that, I found a way to do words that's in my in my purview of skill. Look at those leaves. And these are different because most people probably wouldn't be doing this, but these are watercolor. Most people would be using ink or acrylic, I'm sure. But these are watercolor. There's my little pattern there. And look at that. Oh, I just love them. They're so rustic boho, and that is like right up my alley. So, what you're going to need are the same things we used last week, pretty much. So get these out of here. And get you some supplies here. So you're going to need, this is what I have left of half of a foam sheet. You know, that poster board type foam. Honestly, I'm not sure if Dollar Tree still has it, because I haven't seen it in a while, but if not, I'm sure Walmart does. I never looked for it at Hobby Lobby, so I don't know. These I'm pretty sure I got at Walmart. Foam sheets with the adhesive backing. And some ballpoint pens. You're going to have to test your pens to make sure they work. And don't gouge too much, but a true ballpoint pen works good. And some watercolors. And some water. And I think that's about it. I want to show you my watercolor tray here. It's smaller than I expected, but it's the perfect size for sitting here next to me. My colors aren't dry yet, so they're getting there. Couple more days probably, but I can't wait to begin using it. So okay, and then the other little thing you're going to need, I think I'm going to put a mat under here. Get this lined up, is some dishwashing detergent liquid and a letter stencil if you want to try to do some words. Okay, so I don't know specifically if this works or not, but I had this here from my gel plate, and I just thought maybe I'd try it. So you're just going to put a tiny drop of dish liquid, that's Dawn, on your watercolor tray. Then let me see, I'm going to choose some colors here. Well, I'm going to spray everything. Let me get these out of the way. I hope they still work today. If not, I'll be retracing. I don't know how long these last. I saw this on, I believe it was Dory Patrick, but she used acrylics. If you want to do acrylics, that's fine. But, oh boy, I really should have got some more water. Let me fill this up. She used acrylics, and I was like, I'm not messing with that. So I'm going to try watercolors, and they might work minus the dishwashing liquid. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Do you hear my dog barking? Just let me get these all wet down. And then let me get some paper here. First I'm going to try it on flat white copy. And let's try red. I'm going to try to stamp one off here. And then okay, you want your paint kind of dry. This might be a little too wet until my paint gets saturated. Let's see what happens. Some I brayered a little. Sometimes I just pressed. There we go. Not perfect, but let's try it again. Maybe my drop was a little too big because I seem to be getting bubbles. It's too wet. It's sinking in too much, I think. Let me get it a little drier here. And then I'll show you how to draw. Show you how to draw. You know how to draw. But we'll do a drawing demonstration. I just want to make sure, I just wanted to make sure they still worked today, because I really, oh, that's better. Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. And again, they're still easy to clean off. Okay, let's do a drawing. And I have a couple different types of paper here. It seems to work really well on thin paper. So I have some paper bag, and then I have some of these that were already colored and are pretty flat. That's marker. That's marker, I believe. So I have some of my pulls that didn't get too wrinkly, and I'm going to show you some dual color ones. Okay, let's get a piece of foam here and a square, and I hope you can see my drawing on here. My favorite pen ran out of ink yesterday, so I kind of wanted some more circles. Some abstract circles, and then I forgot my stamp. Hope I can get 5 on here. Okay, so that's all you do is you draw your picture or whatever. This one was from a stamp. Whoops, I didn't mean to move that. Let me get it here. If you have a stamp that you feel you can trace, like so, you can do that. I stamped it on there and then I traced it. This was my doily, and I just added another little pattern. And then, let me get the words here. The words, you have to remember, you have to write the word backwards and the letters backwards. So this is love. So L is backwards, E is backwards, and that made the word love. And I also have the word B. I would like to do another word today. So then, let me see if this is, let me see if I can go for 7 here. Let me put something different in some of these too. A tiny one right there. Do a dot, you just press. Let's see. I think I need a sun, and I think I would like some doodle flowers. But I think you get the gist. So you'll just draw. Sorry, I didn't have a lighter. I only have one little piece left of a lighter color, but I'll bring that up. And you can trace stencils if you're not confident. I think that needs let's try to color in the whole thing and see what happens. Okay, so there you go, just something like that. So let's try it out. Let me get as much water out of this brush as possible. Let's try some green. It looks pretty. Not too wet, not too dry. Oh, I just love these. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This is more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can get like a dual color here. And that happened on some of them. The colors mixed a little bit and that turned out cool. That might be a little too dry now. I can't believe this works with watercolor. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. Okay, let me show you a flower here. Make sure this still works. These paints are getting a little dry already. Like I said, I don't know how long these last. And I did not clean this one off. So I was down here last night till 10 o'clock making prints. Not bad. Yeah, some of the old color is showing through. So there you go. They're not perfect. That's okay. Let me show you my love here. Get some, where was I? This might be a little too wet. What happened? It's backwards and upside down. Yeah, okay. You have to pay attention to which way you're stamping when you have a word. I did that with the B too. I think like this. I should write it on the other side. That way I know, just like a stamp. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Okay, let me get my B. Where'd you go? Oh, I hope I didn't lose you. Where'd you go? Still in the box. There we go. It also works, watercolor also works on these. I'll show you that. So when I turn this over, no, that's backwards. Okay. I think that's right. Yes. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is so amazing. I had so much fun. So yeah, you can do this on your stamps too. Which is great. So I don't like having to get out acrylics. Look at that. Might even work better than this stamp, the ink, quite frankly. See how many I can get. Nope, just one. Okay, so there we go. And I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have leaves, I have patterns. So let me try it on the on this. Because as I said, thin paper seemed to work really well, and I want to show you a two-tone effect. So let me get a different one here. Looks good with brown. Let's go in this kind of like phthalo green. And you don't have to, you can leave it, you can leave the edges rough. You don't have to cover the whole square. So I'm going to make something with these. That's a little too wet. Not bad though. Plus I'm getting bleed through of my previous color. I should have took the time to clean these last night. Okay, let's try that again. Not bad. Still maybe a little wet, and the paper's a little thinner. Let's try it again. You could do these with kids easily. I also tried my watercolor markers. They worked good. My daughter's home and she had to go to Five Below. Oh, you know how they love Five Below. Oh, that one turned out good. You know how they love Five Below, so I was like, okay, I'm going to bite and try out Five Below Art Supplies. Maybe I just need a teeny touch of water. I'm going to try out Five Below Art Supplies, so I bought some watercolor markers. And I've been playing around with those. I don't have them here with me right now. Let's try another one. Okay. My leaves I have to do a little too wet, but okay. Where's my leaf? This one, I kind of have to fix it. The foam was defective, so it has a lump. So on the top part there, it didn't stamp too well because it's not the same height as the rest of them. So I have to do this design over again because I really like it. Oh, see? It's not the same height. So it messes up. Okay, I have a similar one, but I have to do that again. Let me try different. I can tell my brush is very, very soapy. Try a different color here. My pans are drying out. They need sprayed again. Let me show you, I want to show you a pattern here. Well, that was so much better. I know it's in there, but I might have to retrace that one. Okay, so there you are on a thinner paper. I'll still keep those two probably. Okay, let's try. Let's try on here. Let me spray these again. I'm going to show you the pattern. Better dry that off a little. Look at this, I'm almost out of blue. These have been sitting here for years. I don't even know where they came from. These watercolors. So I hope, I love this pattern, so I really hope. I hope these last, but again, if you see you're losing it, you can just retrace. Not so, maybe a little too wet. Let me get darker here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Cool. Let me try another pattern. I think this one turned out pretty well. And I probably should have cleaned these, because the more you build up, probably it's going to affect the quality, even though it's just watercolor. That's cool. Now let me see if I can get like an ombre. If I can get any of this green to show up. There we go. The green didn't show up, but so there you go on a colored paper, but probably try to make sure it's pretty flat. Let me show you the flower. Or did I do that already? Where's the other flower? Okay, go back to blue here. I don't know if I can make some purple. Let's try. That's very dry. Get a little water here. Ooh, that's a rose. I hope this one turns out. And I'm not, it's a matter of practice. Ooh, look at that. Do you leave it just a second, or do you leave it soak in? It's just a matter of, I don't know. So, okay. Where'd my other ones go? I think, and then I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to cut them out. And then I'm going to make something. I'm trying to think here if there is anything. Which one was it that didn't? Yeah. Let's just get that little one. Clean it off a little bit. And then retrace it. When my favorite pen died, I moved on to trying some different pens. So I think this is good enough. Okay, now you're dying. Let me try this one. So yeah, as long as you can still see your line, I can tell just by looking at this, it's more faint, or the impression is not as deep as some of the other ones. Let me try this. And then your pen kind of gets a little goofy. And of course, this isn't much different than a stamping foam. Aside from it's a DIY and a trash to treasure in this case, because I bought those adhesive foam sheets by accident. Because I used the foam to lift up things on cards instead of using, well, I use both. I use foam tape, but sometimes I also use the foam. I hope I brought this back. This for a scribble. I kind of really like that design. Okay, let's see. Where are we now? 39. How do I do that? I'm doing really good with a short video, and then all of a sudden, hopefully that paint isn't too dry. So remember, it can't be too wet and it can't be too dry. There we go. Came back somewhat. Not bad. Okay, yeah, I really like that. Okay. Okay, everyone. There you have it. Foam prints with watercolor. I don't think I've ever seen this done. So thanks a lot, everyone. I'll see you next time, and I don't know what we'll be doing. Maybe I'll find something else with foam so I could use up the rest of that piece, and that would be great. But thanks for your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.